Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Tag the Aptitude Guide. Our intention is to make students feel comfortable solving high level puzzles as well as high level data interpretation in mains exam. As we all know, it's somewhat easy compared to mains solving prelims or clearing prelims. So many of the students are really good at clearing prelims, but they face a huge problem when it comes to mains, especially student has to gain more knowledge in solving puzzles. In order to help the students, we have started this channel Tag the Aptitude Guide. Here we focus on solving high level mains content, especially puzzles. Here we are going to discuss how to solve a mains level puzzle with ease and comfort. Today, as usual, I came up with another new pattern puzzle. I want you guys to look at the question, read the given information carefully, put it on the paper, try to solve this puzzle, get and then get back to the video for the solution. And if you guys haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do subscribe to the channel. If you really like the content, do click the like button there. Drop a comment if you want to share anything. If you want me to ask any questions which are to be discussed or patterns which are to be discussed, feel free, write it in the comment section. I'll definitely make videos in that particular area as well. Here, let us get into this puzzle now. Here, a person is trapped inside a room. The only way to get out is to find the key which is stored in a safe. So safe is a suitcase kind of thing. Okay. And the safe had exactly 4 combination locks L1, L2, L3, L4. L1, L2, L3 and L4 are locks. In order to open the safe, one must enter exactly 4 pins P1, P2, P3, P4. So P1 is the pin to open one of the locks, P2 is the pin to open one of the locks, P3 is the pin to open one of the locks, P4 will open one of the locks. One in each of L1, L2, L3 and L4 respectively, which means that P1, pin 1 opens lock 1, pin 2 opens lock 2, pin 3 opens lock 3, pin 4 opens lock 4. And then, so we need to find the pins. While P1 can be entered first, P2 can be entered only after L1 is unlocked. So we have to unlock L1 first. Once L1 is unlocked, only then you guys will be able to enter the pin to open the second lock. And then P3 can be entered only after L2 is unlocked and so on. So we have to open the locks one after one. So we need to find P1 first and then P2 and then P3 and then P4. So we have to enter the pins as mentioned in the question. And then each key is a 4-digit number. Each key is a 4-digit number. So P1 is a 4-digit number, P2 is a 4-digit number, P3 is a 4-digit number, so as P4. With the first digit at the extreme left and the last digit at the extreme right. So if it's a 4-digit number, we consider this as the first digit, we consider this as the last digit among these 4. While the person was not aware of the keys to any of the locks, he was only left with a parchment containing the following clues. You are given some clues here. We need to find the clues. The first digit of P1 is same as the last digit of P3. In order to find the 4-digit lock codes, you are given some information here. So let us pick this information. Let us put it in the next slide and then we shall try to find the pins to open the 4 locks. Let's understand this information first. The first digit of P1 is the same as the last digit of P3. P2 and P4 have the same set of digits but not necessarily in the same order. The number represented by the last 2 digits of P3 and the number represented by the first 2 digits of P2 are both squares of odd numbers other than 1. The number represented by the last 2 digits of P4 appears exactly 3 times across all the 4 pins. The number represented by the first 2 digits of P1 is a perfect square and is exactly twice the number represented by the second and third digits of P4. Okay. So let us get in directly into this. Let us solve this. I'll pick this information. I'll put it in the next slide. And I want you guys to prepare a table as shown on the screen, put it on the paper. That's a hint now. And I recommend you guys to pause the video here. Pause the video here. P1, P2, P3, P4. Try to find it. If you have any doubts, get back to the video for the solution. Anyhow, I'm going to explain this in a really clear manner. And if you guys are new to solve questions of this kind, don't skip the video, watch till the end so that you will learn at least one new thing from this video. Here, the first digit of P1 is same as the last digit of P3. We shall do one thing. The first digit of P1 is same as the last digit of P3. As these two digits are the same, let us mark it with same color or a symbol so that the number which is put here should be put even here. P2 and P4 have the same set of digits but not necessarily in the same order. Digits of P2 is same as digits of P4. May not be in the same order. Let's remember this. And then the number represented by the last two digits of P3. Let's understand what this statement exactly means. The number represented by the last two digits of P3. Let's assume these are the two digits of P3. Let it be X and Y. So we should consider it as a two-digit number XY or 10X plus Y. The number represented by the last two digits of P3 and the number represented by the first two digits of P2 are both squares of odd numbers. So this has to be a perfect square. The number represented by the last two digits of P3. This is a perfect square. The number represented by the first two digits of P2, is also a perfect square of odd numbers other than 1. So let us write all two-digit odd numbers. As it's about a lock code, first digit can be 0. Example, in your ATM pin, if it's a 4-digit number, or if it's your PhonePe lock code, if it's a 4-digit number, first digit can be entered 0. Your lock code can be 0. Fine. So now it's a 2-digit number. Let me write all two digits, all squares which are possible. Odd number squares are 0, 1. Even number squares are 0, 4, 0, 9. I mean 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square, 9 square. That's it. They are the only possibilities we have. And now, so this is a perfect square which should not be 1. This is a perfect square which should not be 1. The number represented by the last two digits of P4, the number represented by the last two digits of P4 appears exactly 3 times across all the 4 pins. So this is a 2-digit number and this number appears exactly 3 times across all the 4 pins. Okay, the number that we write here should be present 3 times. If this number, let us say for an instance, if it is 25, I'm not sure whether it's 25 or not. I've considered it as an example. If it is 25, 25 should be present as 25 but not 52. That's what we need to understand from this. The number represented by the last two digits of P4 appears exactly 3 times across all the 4 pins. So we need to consider it as a 2-digit number 25 but not 52. If this is 25, 25 should appear exactly 3 times across all the 4 pins. So here we cannot change these digits, order of the digits here. Next one says that the number represented by the first 2 digits of P1 is a perfect square and is exactly twice the number represented by the second and third digits of P4. The number represented by the first 2 digits of P1 is a perfect square. Okay, and is exactly twice the number represented by second and third digits of P4. Wonderful. I'd like to pick this condition up. I'd like to start with this. Here, I feel like as if we have got a hint to solve this question. Let us start here. If you look at the same condition again, the number represented by the first 2 digits of P1 is a perfect square. and is exactly twice the number represented by the second and third digits of P4. So I understood that, based on this statement, I understood that the first two digits of P1 should be square of an even number. First two digits of P1 should be square of an even number. So it should be 04, it can be 16, it can be 36, it can be 64. They are the four possibilities we have. In addition to this, if you guys can remember this digit should be the same as this digit. And the previous conditions, from one of the previous conditions, the last two digits of P3 is square of an odd number, square of an odd number. So first digit of an even number square, I picked it from P1. First digit of an even number square should be the same as the last digit of an odd number square, where it matches. First digit of even number square, if it is 16, anyhow 04 will not work. 0 is an even number, 4 is an even number, so it won't work. 64 will not work, we can eliminate this. 16 and 36 are the two options we have, only two options we have. If you consider P1 as 36, first two digits of P1 as 36, this number should end with 3. Is that possible? Can an odd number end with 3? Definitely no. It should not be 3. So it should not be 3. 36 is not a possibility. So 16, it has to be 16. When it is 16, my odd number square should end with 1. My odd number square should end with 1. So let us try finding this digit now. I am sure from the previous condition it is clearly mentioned this should be an odd number square, but definitely not 1. The number represented by the last two digits of P3 and the number represented by the first two digits of P2 are both squares of odd numbers other than 1. In addition to this, we should also understand that these two numbers may not be the same. Okay. So first two digits of P2 may not be the same as last two digits of P3. It's an odd number square other than 1, so it cannot be 0, 1. But it should end with 1. Can you guys suggest a number? Very good. It has to be 81. That's the only possibility we have. Clear? And then, as P1 is 16, I mean the first two digits of P1 is 16, from this condition, it is exactly twice the number represented by second and third digits of P4. So 16 is twice second and third digits of P4. So second and third digits of P4 has to be 08. It has to be 08. And then next to this, the last digit of P4 is 7. I love this condition, as we can easily put it here. The last digit of P4 is 7, and the digit 7 appears at least once in each of the 4 pins. Okay. Now, 87 should appear 3 times across all the 4 pins. Anyhow, once it's present in P4, so we should write 87 2 more times across these 3, P1, P2 and P3. If you guys can understand this, the last condition says that the log code of P1 is a multiple of 4. So it's a 4-digit number, that's a multiple of 4. So a 4-digit number, when it's a multiple of 4, I can definitely tell you that it's an even number. So even number should not end with 7. So anyhow, I cannot put 87 here. I'd like to repeat. P1 is a 4-digit number and it's a multiple of 4. And so it cannot be 87. I mean, a 4-digit number which is a 4-digit number which is divisible by 4 or an even number should not end with 7. So 87 cannot be put in P1. Fine. And 87 should be present 3 times across the 4 keys. So I can conclude that P3 starts with 8 and 7. And I also know that P2 and P4 have the same set of digits. We have written this earlier. P2 and P4 have the same set of digits. So 87 should be present here in P2. And first two digits of P2 is a perfect square. Let us put these two conditions together. First two digits of P2 is a perfect square. I mean odd perfect square. And 87 should be 2 digits in P2. So can I write 87 here? Does that work? Definitely no. An odd number square should not be 87. Can I write 87 this way then? No, odd number square should not end with 8, so it's not 87. But still, 87 should be present in P2. That happens only here. Third and fourth digit should be 8 and 7. And then 0. In P4 we have 0. So in P2 also we should have 0. Can I write 0 here? Can I write 0 here? Definitely no. As it's an odd number square should not end with 0. So second digit of this perfect square should not be 0. So it has to be the first digit. And I know that the first two digits of P2 is a perfect odd number square which should not be 1 other than 1 that's mentioned in the question. So as it's not 0, 1, it has to be 0, 9. And P2 and P4 have same set of digits. So P4 should start with 9. Now let's look at P1. 7 should be present among all the 4 keys that's mentioned here. The last digit of P4. 7 appears at least once in each of the 4 pins. So anyhow in P2, P3 we did not get a chance to place 7 more than once. In P1, let us try to do that. Is it possible? Definitely no. P1 is a multiple of 4. So its units digit should not be 7. So this has to be 7. Anyhow 7 should be present here. So third digit should be 7. Now if you look at the fourth digit, as it's a multiple of 4, I know that 72 is a multiple of 4, 76 is a multiple of 4. We have only two possibilities. Units digit of P1 should be either 2 or 6. 72 is a multiple of 4, 76 is a multiple of 4. So, which number we should pick now? You're also given that, and all the 4 digits of it are distinct. So, P1 has 4 different digits in it. So, it cannot be 6 now, as we are done with 6 earlier. So, it has to be 2. So, these are the 4 keys we have. Now, questions based on this can be answered anyhow. You guys know that. So, I'm not displaying any questions here. This is a new pattern question. Hope you guys learned something new from this session. Hope you guys enjoyed the session. If this is the first time for you to getting into this channel, subscribe to my channel. And if you guys have any queries, please drop it in the comment section. If you want me to explain any of the topics from logical reasoning and quantitative aptitude, do mention it in the comment section. We'll definitely do more videos in that particular area. Thank you so much, guys, for being with us. We'll see you soon again.